GhengisClam.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, inhabitants of the Archer universe. Welcome to the Archer Files. It's Stardate 98524.16, and welcome to this special breaking news edition. Panic announces a new ship. Just what is fisting? And it's the second anniversary of Star Trek Free Command. We look at the anniversary event leaderboard. Hi, ladies and gentlemen, Archerians and players from alternate universes. This is a special breaking news edition of the Archer Files because I've learnt a little bit of information direct from the mouth of Panic himself. And if anybody was listening to yesterday's live stream, it's the second year anniversary of Star Trek Fleet Command. Wow, I just cannot believe it's been that long. But during the show, Panic revealed that there's going to be a fourth Discovery arc, which some people were wondering, would there be? Well, yes, there is. And during that arc, there's going to be another new ship.
Yeah.
Another ship. I mean, okay, and also during the live stream, I think Fortis suggested that there should be a lot of new ships and or new skins, which I actually think is possible early doors next year. Panic said that Scopely are very aware that there may be, like, now that it's easier to get to level 40, there are perhaps a group of players, all sitting with 20 or 30 enterprises in one system. There isn't much scope for individuality, so I think that's something they're going to look at. But for December, we're going to get a new ship, and it's going to have abilities specific to territory capture.
I think it depends on what direction they're taking their ships in, and who it's aimed at, what abilities it has. And I mean, I love new ships, I love them, but sometimes they are just so hard to tier up because everything needs
various reasons.
Yeah, everything needs crystal. Or I mean, I've got 5 ships that need crystal, so tearing them up is not easy. So it's a pick and choose what one you do at what time.
It's not easy.
But
and
unless you're spending lots of money, it just takes so long.
My concern when I heard this, because of course, like you, I was like, it's one of them, like a roller coaster, a roller coaster of thoughts, the ups and the downs. Are they going to implement it in the right way? That's my first worry. But these are all kind of generic worries that everyone's going to have. Specific to our server, that's where that's why I wanted to make this breaking news piece, because, breaking news, how is it going to affect every one of us has enjoyed territory captures so far. This month has been the best month of the year, I think, anyway.
It has, yeah. It has.
Along with the particles and everybody, we're not the only server that's alliance hopping. I think, again, Fortis, because the suggestion was, get rid of the fog of war. And they said, no, that's one of the best things about it, because you can't just nosy what everybody else is doing. However, maybe get rid of the fog of war for the territories you own. But B, we're not the only server that is allowing, people jumping in and out of alliances. Now, what they were saying was we could have an upgrade where you can allow your diplomacy list access to your territory, so that your alliance friends can come in and mine in your territory without needing to join your alliance. But actually, I've rather enjoyed the alliance hopping. It's brought everybody closer together. I know Wolf and Luna haven't been, they've kind of stuck with their list. But for all the other family members, whether it's Wolf Coalition or Luna Family, all the smaller alliances have been sharing players. And you know what? There's so many people that I just haven't spoke to in game all of a sudden. Or they might know me, but I've never really spoke to them.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, relationships are getting built. And if these new ships come along and Luna get 2 of every one, you know, and they buy them all on the first day, and now if it's going to help in territory capture, I'm assuming one of their abilities will be bonus points for sitting on a node. All right, okay, so now instead of 4 points, you're getting 8. I was just going to make things easier for them.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I don't want that.
Well, yeah.
And which is why I suggested it before the show, ladies and gentlemen. I did say to Kizzy that who does she think kind of spends the most? Is it Wolf or is it Luna? And the reason why I asked that question is because in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, yeah, who's got more money to basically A, buy these ships, but B, the expensive part is tiering up the ship, as Kizzy mentioned there. It's one thing to get a ship. I mean, my discos just about jumps to most of the systems that my other ships can reach. Like some people's ships, it doesn't have the summon ability. It doesn't. There's so much that it could do that it just doesn't do for me. And that's not to say I don't enjoy using it, but it's not that versatile tool that other people experience. And the same is going to be true of another ship, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably. I think they do the research and the upgrades for the ships. I think making them level dependent is not really, it doesn't help. Because it's like someone on my level who's like 32, 33, the summoning, I don't think you can actually do that until you're like 34. So it's pushing you to go up the levels when you don't have the ship power or the resources to go up that level. Or I find that anyway.
So you're almost running before you can walk.
Yeah, yeah.
Or in terms of those people who rush to, I mean, I was talking to one of the Clams last night, Clumsy, who has recently returned to the game. Big shout out to Clumsy, by the way. You know, we miss you. It's great to have you back. And he was saying, you know, I mean, he wasn't behind when he quit, but he wasn't the biggest player.
No.
And now he's further behind, but he is at that level where, you know, every 5 or so levels, you get one that's a brick wall because everything needs to be done. And if you've raced from 24 to 29, or you've raced from 30 to whatever the next hurdle is it 35?
I think it's 35, yeah.
You know, it's that level where absolutely everything needs to be maxed before you can build the next building. And it's like, oh my God.
In the last 6 months, I think I have went up 3 levels I've went up in the last 6 months, and it's difficult. And yeah, it's great being the bigger levels.
But then you reach one that takes just as long for one level.
Yeah.
And he's in that level now at 29. Now, 29 is not the mountain it used to be. But if you haven't been playing for over 6 months and you come back, then your resources are 6 months ago. So it still is a bit of a hurdle for you until you've done a couple of months of battle passes. That's where he's going to be. And then all of a sudden you'll be like, oh, wow, this is easy. Because, you know, once he's got a couple of battle... I mean, I'm gutted. I'm just going to pull up my battle pass. I am absolutely gutted because I spent a few days effectively just editing episode 1 of the Archer Files because I had so many technical difficulties.
Then you're behind on your
I
battle
wasn't
pass.
playing the game, and I've missed out on 4 or 5 days of battle pass.
Yeah.
Because I just didn't. If I'd have just thought, just do your battle pass, just do your battle pass, everything would have been good. But I have 4 stages still to go at the end,
Yeah.
and I've looking at it, 205 crystal, and then 241 uncommon refined ore, and then 6 Arium shards and command badge, a science badge, an engineering badge. And I'm like, wow, how much crystal am I missing out on? He's been missing out on that for the last 6 months, the entire battle pass. So, yes, resources are hard to obtain through the refinery. That's another thing that was being discussed on last night's live stream. Do we want to change that? Because actually, we're getting resources from events. That's where it's at now.
Refinery is just
Awful.
it really is. For the amount of hard work that you put into doing your mining and getting enough to do your refinery, it kicks out shit. It really does.
It's almost like,
and it knows what you need.
It does.
It knows
it really
what you
does.
need, so it does not give you it.
The bonus refinery we had yesterday. Thank you, Stokely. We did enjoy that, even though you forgot about your 2-year anniversary and you chatted. Stokely did the equivalent of pulling up at the service station after receiving a text message saying happy anniversary from your wife and thinking, oh,
and then
going and picking up a bunch of roses from the forecourt. That's what Stokely did. They went, okay, have a 7-day event that only a few people are going to win.
They gave us carnations.
Yes, that's exactly what they've done.
They gave us carnations. That's what they did.
And by the way, I don't want to swear, ladies and gentlemen, but 2-year anniversary event. Now, I'm currently 142nd. I was 56 this morning. But who the hell? Ghost Hunter, where are you getting 6.8 billion from? Dark Shadow Wolf, I know your list's going to be different to mine. This is my list. Hermangosaurus, 5.3. G-Man, 4.9. I'm on 205 million, and I've been grinding the hell out of this. Where are they pulling these points from? Clam, Son of Spox. Right, okay, some of these alliance names are going to be wrong. The Son of Spox is not a clam. Bebop, now he was top of the list this morning. He's 3.1. So someone has basically doubled his score since this morning.
Let me see who is in mine.
MDNO, how do we say that? I mean, I prefer tits.
I mean, the top of my one is Sky M.
Admiral Belissi, stop, 2 billion. Where are they pulling these points from? Anyway, sorry.
12.372860. I'm like, really?
Is that a Luna?
No, that's in Wolf.
Oh, okay. Have a look at the level 40 system in Eclipse. That's where they all are. It was full of jellyfishes last night. Now that I can understand, but nobody has a jellyfish on my leaderboard. So where are they pulling the points from? That's what I want to know, because they're killing things that I can kill. So where? I can't find it. I tell you what, it's not elite separatists, which is what I thought it was, because that's what I was doing. Now you don't get as many points, but if you go around killing Eclipse transports, you do score more because you can survive a lot longer. And that's what they're doing.
GhengisClam is number 10 on my list.
Who's that?
Joker.
And what's his score?
GhengisClam. 2,910,500,000.
So 2 billion.
Billion, that's it.
Okay.
Yep. Where the hell is he getting that?
But then again, Joker has got big ships.
Yeah, maybe.
You know, and if you've got big ships, that's half the battle.
Yeah.
But if you can't find the battle, which is my problem, I've got a decent Stella.
Yeah, you have actually a few high-scoring clams.
Some of them aren't clams.
No, these ones are. I know who.
Some of them are only there for the fists.
I know who clams are, but.
Ladies and gentlemen, I obviously, if you're a member of the Archer universe, you know what fisting is. But to everybody else, it's a non-sexual phrase. It refers to the fact that the Alliance help icon looks like a fist.
Or it used to, but it doesn't anymore.
Yes, it does.
Does it? No, I'm sure they changed it to
It's
two,
big purple
like
angry-headed fist.
two holding hands now.
Yeah, it looks like a fist.
Yeah, but it used to look like a proper fist.
Okay.
Now it's just holding hands.
Why is my Saladin destroyed? If that's Caffrey, I'm going to...
He got me 3 times yesterday. 3 times he got me.
Right. What do you mean a Klingon war army? My Saladin was sitting in a system for 2 hours. How can a Klingon war army just decide to wake up and kill it? And by the way, how unfair is that? You know, I've got a 1 million Saladin. It's not the biggest Saladin in the world, but it's decent for level 31.
Yeah, I think mine's is just above yours.
Oh, okay, let's send on a 9.7 million war army. I'm never going to have a ship that's going to survive a 9 million war army.
No, definitely not.
Not at 31.
No.
Ugh.
Although I don't really have them chasing me anymore because I'm good with all 3 factions now.
I just don't have the time for the grind.
I'm happy at that.
I'm at 6 million, so I've only got 4 million to go on Romulan Federation, and then I can concentrate on Klingons. Hopefully that's enough. But no, I just thought for our server, every server's going to have, you know, some might be similar, and I think most servers now, the territories will have filled up. And, you know, people may have gotten comfortable in the kind of dividing lines that have been drawn. I know, it might have been No One Shall or Fortis were talking about the fact that on their server, a few of the smaller alliances have grouped together to do territories, because they were talking about alliance mergers and the fact that, well, you know, the question was from one of the viewers, is Scopely going to do anything to basically help smaller alliances engage in territories? And Panic said, yeah, you can merge with another alliance. But some of these alliances have existed for the last 2 years, and the people don't want to join somebody else because they want to stay where they are. And I can understand that. But in what we've done is kind of like a happy compromise, because we're working together with other alliances so we can keep our own identity and be a strength against the kind of pervading darkness that is the family. And for us, that's worked. But this ship is going to change the status quo. And that's concerning.
Yeah. I mean, it does. It depends what happens, because I think we've had our first couple of weeks of the territories now, and everybody's very comfortable with what they've got. They're obviously going to throw in some changes now.
Nothing's ever going to stay the same.
And with the next arc,
nothing lasts forever, even cold November rain. Hang on, am I worrying too much? Luna have 5 systems. It's not like they can take more. So the fact that this territory ship,
they can't.
If this territory ship gives them bonus points, so what? They've got 5 systems. They can't have 6. Okay, they might have 5 different systems, and that's the worry. They could take territory off one alliance to give to another alliance.
Yeah.
But then so can we. So maybe I am overly worrying. That thought just occurred to me there, that hang on, we can't grow. We're stuck with what we've got in Luna and Wolf.
But you're not really, because you can drop one and take another, which means that you're going to have to go up against someone else.
Yeah.
Or you can move, or
and then they can kind of take it and hold it for another alliance, and then give it a later date.
But then that means dropping one to take another one.
I mean, that is a bit of a hassle.
So what do you drop? I think it is getting to be more of a strategy thing about what they want, what. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As we said in the last show, chess with ships that explode. You know.
What resources you want to have in your systems? Because obviously having the 3 resources in your systems is always a bonus.
And we also don't know in what manner those particles are going to be delivered in the coming weeks, because we have had it in terms of an event. Are they going to... I mean, the idea that I had was that you mine an isogen and randomly you might also get some particles out of it. So you mine 30k isogen, you get 300 particles, but they've done it as an event. And that's not always going to be as an event.
No.
So, you know, and of course they've limited it to just 100 so that people can't just keep building this stuff up. And that works because, you know, as long as they don't start putting particles in packs, I think.
Oh, don't give them ideas.
But there are certain parts of this game. There's certain parts of the game where they build in, you know, time sinks and they build in walls, paywall or whatever. But there are certain parts of the game where I think you shouldn't be able to bypass. So, you know, the fact that Luna could buy a ship and buy a pack to tear it up bypasses a large chunk of time that the free-to-payer has to, the free-to-pay player has to do. But in terms of like things like the efficiency research, if they are forced, because this is an event that only gives 100 of each particle, they are stuck to the same time frame as everybody else, and that makes it a level playing field. It does,
yeah.
Yes, okay, they can get a higher efficiency because they are higher level. I'm restricted by the level of my ops building. I'm not ops 32 yet. Hang on, let me just check, because I was 13 about 20 hours ago. 5 days left. I've been a bit of a whore today. I joined about 8 alliances. No,
I love alliance hopping. I do love alliance hopping.
About 5 alliances. It will be 8 alliances by the end of the day, but it's currently only 5. But yeah, no, I'm down to 5 days, so I'm happy with that. 13 into 5 goes very well when you join 5 alliances.
I think mine was 17 days, and I done it in maybe 2 days alliance hopping.
Yeah, it's one of them things that players will always find a way to try and bypass. But if in terms of particles, you know, all right, they can get all 3 if they have all 3 different types of territory. The purpose of these particles was to try and force movement on the board so that people weren't happy with the status quo, that we've only got 1 particle, we need the other 2, which territories we need, and go out and get them.
Yeah.
Instead, the players have kind of found a path of least resistance and said, well, our friends have got the particle we need, we'll just swap players for a day. And that has been what's been happening. Luna and Wolf haven't needed to because they have all 3.
No, we only have 2.
So how come we haven't seen more Wolf's alliance hopping? Are you just not getting one particular particle?
No. Yeah. Yeah.
That's insane. Just to save your place on the leaderboard because you're concerned you might drop some points. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen.
No. Do not put me on the spot. Do not put me on the spot.
I'm not. Because Luna have done the same thing. But Luna do have all 3.
Yeah, no, we don't.
And I do understand, you know, I mean, Clam is 15th on one of the leaderboards that for using territory stuff, and that's probably because half of our Commodores have alliance hopped for the last 5
they have.
days it's been.
They've been everywhere.
And but this is the point that we'd rather have those particles. I mean, whether we're 11th or 15th on the leaderboard, it makes no odds. If we could take and hold 9, then maybe we would consider. But if you look at the difference in the prize, it only matters when you get 5th and above. Every other position, I mean, the prize between 11 and 25 is the same. So whether we're 15th or whether we're 11th, it makes no odds. The prize is the same. But when you're 1, 2, or 3, and the prizes are doubling for each position, then I can understand taking a different attitude. But when you need research, when you need that particle research, I mean, can you get them in packs?
I don't think so. I haven't actually looked at the packs yet.
What's so important that you don't need to? Maybe we just finish the show and then you can tell me.
Yeah. Elite territory capture packs. So what do they have in them? You can get.
If it's available in a pack, then that's the reason why they're not overly
No,
bothered.
you can't get that.
Right, there's a Surax particle, a quantum particle, and a phantom particle. The particle that Clam doesn't have is the phantom particle, but we do have the other two. So, whereas other alliances, either A, they don't have any because they don't have a territory, or
research.
B, they only have one. Yes, the territory research tab is where those particles are used. So if you go into territory research...
Oh, you can. Oh, you can.
Breaking news.
Territory Research 2 pack for $99.99. You get Surax particles, 450 guaranteed, and the same with the Phantom and the Quantum.
But you get 100 for doing this event.
So you get 450 in the £100 pack of each particle.
When this event first started was a number of days before I started doing it. So like I have 700 of, for example, the Surax particle. No, right. I have 610, which is 700 because I've used one. So I've got 700 phantom particles. You need phantom particles for efficient shit. No, which one is it? Right. You need efficient. Basically, the efficient construction, efficient research, and efficient ship upgrades, that's where you'd need the different particles. So the quantum particle is for the research. To be honest, I don't care about that.
No, I think the quantum particle is the one that we don't have. And it hasn't really bothered me.
Okay, I can understand why you haven't bothered to get it. Yeah, if it was the phantom particle.
Yeah, those two we have. Yeah.
Which is for the ship upgrade. Now, that's the one Clam doesn't have, and that's why we've been swapping, because that's the one at the moment, my Saladin is one upgrade away from tier 7, and I can't wait, but I need 1,800 crystal to do it.
Yes, I am just about there. I have been saving for a long time. I'm trying.
One level of that efficient ship upgrade. One level of that efficient ship upgrade, it goes down to 1,700.
Oh, okay. Maybe I need to be doing that instead then.
The next level, it goes to 60. You've saved 200 crystals by doing 2 tiers of this ship upgrade efficiency.
Yeah.
And I can't get tier 2 of that research because I need ops 32. Hence why I then upgraded my ops. I've been able to do it for a few days and I haven't bothered.
Yeah.
Until I saw that I couldn't upgrade this research. And I'm like, no! Right, time to level.
It does. It pushes you to level up when you're just not ready to do it. I mean,
no, I'm ready.
I mean, I went to 33, but that was only because
I was trying to build resources.
Because I was out of an alliance for a week, and it was like, what can I do? So I worked on my rep, and I thought, yeah, 33, I can do that. Let's just do that while we just do some alliance hopping. And it was great, and I got a lot done in that week. A hell of a lot done in that week.
I mean, I've never had an ops go down so quick in all my days, because
it's great.
Apart from when you used to be able to leave and rejoin your own alliance instantly, I've never left Clam. So this is like the first week where I've ever done it. And it's like, I didn't bother leaving for fists as other people would do.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh yeah, I totally get why. That saved me a bunch of speed ups.
I love a little run around.
No, I mean, I have enough speed ups to clear 13 days.
You've got to have a look for that. It's just not. It's not possible.
I've got 2,402 1-hour speed ups.
Really? Yeah, I have none of that crap.
I did have 10 one-day speed ups, but now I have none. I've got over 2,001 hours. I've got 1,215 minutes, and 2005 minute speedups and 500 1-minute speedups. That's for building or constructing. Ship speedups is a different matter. So if I go to speed up my Saladin, I've only got 930-minute speedups and 815-minute speedups.
See, I'm the opposite. I have a lot of the ship speedups, but I don't have the building speedups.
Yeah, see, I hardly ever speed buildings up. I just let them run their course because I like to time, except when an event's running that needs me to, you know, oh, there's a station event, I'll do a couple of buildings and speed them up.
Yeah,
But
I think
when it
I
comes to,
used
like,
a lot going from 32 to 33 because I needed to do my my base. I needed to tier up my base before I could go to the 33. So I used a lot of my speed ups to do that, which would have been great to do now because domination kills me because I've got nothing left to do. So I'm not getting, yeah.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna. Yeah, so interesting times ahead. Anyway, just to summarise briefly, ladies and gentlemen, Archerians, we're gonna have a new ship, and we know the abilities are going to be territory capture related. Above that, information is non-existent, but the implications for our server and of course other servers too are, given that at the moment the territory map has been very much static over the last few days. Everybody seems to be happy with their place on the map, and no other alliance is big enough that doesn't have a territory already to kind of join the hunt. Will this ship change things up? Only time will tell. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna bid you goodbye. Stay safe. Clam on. I've been GhengisClam.
I've been Kizzy.
And as usual, you've been amazing. Take care. Bye bye.